Hello and welcome to a rather belated first look at and review of the Peco Kato Small England 009 locomotive. Now, there's two reasons why this is delayed. One, I've been rather busy, and two, there's been a certain amount of controversy about this loco, and I thought I'd just let it die down and draw my own conclusions. I'm a big fan of Kato. Their chassis are generally brilliant, and I'm also a fan of 009. So Kato getting involved with 009 and Peco was something that I look forward to. Now, here is the cause of a lot of the controversy: the packaging, which doesn't seem to hold the loco in place very well. So I shall, without further ado, remove the loco from the packaging, and we can take a look inside. Got that useful tab to pull them with, and inside we have the documentation, which basically gives you details of maintenance and so on. I'm not into DCCCC. I prefer old school, so the fact that it doesn't come DCC fitted is not off-putting to me at all. I think that's something that, you know, for me personally, if you're going to have sound, it's got to sound right, and no DCC that I've heard sounds realistic at all. So it kind of puts me off somewhat. But that's just me. Right, first off, I will leave the loco for a second. You have these grab irons in the kit. It's only the tops that we need to fit to the loco. I am going to bottle out and not fit those for a while. I just want to enjoy the loco for a bit. We've also got some alternative couplings and a few other bits and bobs which I can't identify, but there's definitely a spare set of couplings in there if you want to go back to N-gauge style couplings, and that's all well and good. Leave those there. Now let's see if I can get this out without causing any damage, and straight away I can see that the cab is loose. So bear with me whilst I carefully try to lift the loco out. Right, I shall place it down there for now. There are a couple of loose bits in the packaging. Oh, I can see already. So I can only speak on what I find. The whistles have become detached, and that should be just a glue-on job. So that for me is not a send it back. Disappointing, yes. Send it back, no. And here we have well, I haven't identified this yet, but it was loose in the box. So I shall it looks like some coupling somewhere along the line. Well, I shall take a closer look at that at a later date and report back. So, how significant is this cab situation? Is it just a clip-on? In which case there is what looks like a pipe that goes into it there, so I've got to line that up right. There's a hole in the cab for it to go into. Don't want to break it. Again, disappointing, but if you're a modeler like me, I'm always fiddling with things, so this is a bit of a snag, because trying to fit this without damaging that pipe, that plastic pipe, which is a separately fitted item, is a concern. I shall return with a screwdriver and attack that again. Right, with a screwdriver to guide that rail in place, I've managed to fix the issue. First look, there's a little bit of dust or something on this side, nothing to worry about. Let's see what we think of the kit. Right, well, I've worked out what this bit of plastic is. It's the opposite side to the drain cocks at the bottom here, which is okay. I can fit that again, and the whistles at the top again, disappointing, but I can live with that. As a modeler, you know, I like this and I want this to work, so I'm not looking for problems. That's one of the places that the irons go. I can see why there's 4 across the tender here, and I can see why they're a separate item to fit, because they would definitely have got damaged in transit. In terms of build quality, aside from that, I think most of the problems are down to the packaging. If you imagine them being thrown around in transit, it is kind of understandable. Otherwise, it's a lovely, beautiful little locomotive. You've got a metal handrail at the front. The side handrails are actually plastic, and on this side in particular, on the side near me, it is a little bit on the flimsy side, which is unfortunate. Taking a closer look at the model in this very bright sunshine, so I'm afraid you've got a bit of shadow, and the rivet detail, although I've never been obsessed with rivets, because if they're big enough to see, they're bigger than reality, but the detail is very, very good. There's even the hinges on the panel behind the coal moulded in. The coal itself is a tad flat, but I'll let them off with that. But yes, the detailing is plenty good enough for my purposes on the 009 layout we're building. So I shall attempt to move the camera a little bit so you get a bit more of a view, and let the magic camera do its thing. I haven't cleaned the track on this loop, this test loop, but it is all plugged in and ready to go. And I have not tried the locomotive at all. So, straight out the box, that is running lovely. Nice and easily. Nice and slowly in both directions. And it does look lovely. Right. Now I'm going to get the camera to try and do its trick thing. Bear with me again. Very smooth runner, both backwards and forwards. I'm very impressed with the running. Can't complain at that at all. Straight out of the box. This has not been run at all. Right, and so too the sternest test for the Small England. These wagons were bought on eBay and built as kits, 3D printed, and we have weighed them down quite a bit. There's quite a bit of weight added to them, so it is a sterner test than it looks. How does the Small England do with the extra weight? Without further ado, and the answer is very well indeed, because these wagons with their plastic wheels do tend to sort of, how can I put it, object somewhat. In fact, I can see a couple of them have derailed already, so I'll just re-rail them. Not that it bothered the loco, but for the sake of my sanity, make sure we're all fully right. Let's go again. Anyway, as you can see, still not properly lit. The loco is unperturbed by the weight, and he's pulling these obstinate little wagons along with no problems whatsoever. So in summary, what do I think of the Small England? Well, am I disappointed that bits came damaged and loose in the packaging? Yes. Do I blame the design? No. The loco itself is a thing of beauty. The only disappointment for me with the loco itself is the very disappointing plastic handrails on the tank. If they'd put the reason it is slipping is because that is quite a weighty train, and this table isn't level, which doesn't help. The plastic handrails on the tank are a disappointment for me, and the reason they are disappointing is that they've bothered to put metal ones on the smoke box. So why couldn't they do that on the tank as well? That's a bit disappointing. The other detail is perfectly fine, very acceptable. And I would have no qualms with buying another one of these. The price around £100. Again, it's a little over, but it's competitive. The detailing certainly justifies it. And remember, the reason why the loco is slipping is because the board is not level and the wagons are very, very heavy. That I can assure you. But with that traction tyre, it is doing very well. I have no complaints. Certainly it will pull the trains that I'm going to be putting on it, on that little 009 layout. I hope this video has been of help to someone considering buying one. I hope it has been entertaining, even though this isn't exactly a scenic layout. And if you have enjoyed it, please click on like, subscribe to see more videos coming, and why not nip to our website, which is www.nwinsmodels.co.uk. We are now official Rapido dealers, Rapido UK, So we can supply you with Rapido models, and we also have our own 3D printed models, and some of them we are selling ready to run, and that includes some 009 locos and stock that we're working on. So do come and check us out, www.nwinsmodels.co.uk. Thank you for watching, and have a very good day. The Quarry Hunslet, popular with narrow gauge railway enthusiasts because of their extensive use on the Dinorwic slate quarries in North Wales. In this video, we'll take a closer look at these lovely locos in their current homes.